is this your place? I'm so sorry. I'll get out of your way. Have a nice day. Yeah? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for your concern. You really shouldn't be so nice to me. I'm a stranger. No, I probably shouldn't come inside. Thank you for your generosity, but I should probably get going. Thanks anyways. I mean, I guess I could come in for a little while. Just at least until the rain lets up. I like your place. Yeah, it's really cozy and inviting. Yeah, I'll have a towel. Thank you. Wow, it must be so nice to live in a place like this. It's quaint, but it feels like an actual home. Oh, thank you so much. I'm soaking wet and freezing. Am I gonna tell you why I was out in the rain crying? I was just having a bad day. You don't have to ask to hear about my problems. It's okay. You're just being polite. It's not that I don't want to talk about it, it's just that I don't really expect you to understand. I've just been having some trouble with a couple of friends and my family lately, that's all. What kind of trouble? Like the usual drama. I know, I'm sorry I'm being so vague, it's just that, well, my problems are kind of unique to my situation. And what's been happening with my friends? Well, it's not so much what's been happening as opposed to what hasn't been happening. Well, by that I mean, have you ever felt like really close to a friend and you get along with them and everything is great, but there's that little voice in the back of your head that's telling you not to trust them for some reason? So you just brush off the feeling, but that little voice eventually ends up being right. You don't follow? Basically, one of the friends I thought I could trust ended up completely stabbing me in the back for personal gain. Yeah, and that person was the only one in my life I felt like I could trust, and then that happened. Well, I don't really have many friends. Well, I guess now I don't have any friends anymore. It's not so much that I have trouble making friends. Trust me, that's the easy part. The hard part is making sure I can trust them throughout the whole friendship. What do I mean by that? Well, the life I live, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Well, I'm ethereal. Yeah, as in Ethereal Star Drop. Yeah, of the Star Drop family. The #1 leader in aerospace technology. Yep, that's me. And now you can see why I didn't want to tell you my problems. Oh, come on. Now you're probably thinking, this girl is so spoiled and gets every single thing she wants. How could she possibly have anything to complain about? It's okay if that's what you're thinking now. If you were, I would totally understand. I probably sound like some entitled, bratty little rich girl complaining how her life is just so hard because she has money and is the heiress of a billion-dollar family business. You don't have to feign sympathy for me. It's okay. Actually, I think I'll just go now. I don't want to bother you any more than I already have. Why do you care so much about my problems? What's been going on with my family? Let's just say that my parents aren't exactly pleased with me and may no longer let me carry on the family name. Like, I've made some mistakes when I was younger, got some bad press. But all of that is all over now, and I've matured, but they can't seem to let go of the past. I've tried. I have tried to show them that I've grown up. I've stayed out of the tabloids and the gossip sites. I don't go out clubbing every weekend anymore, and I stopped hanging around the bad influences that I used to. I've been living a pretty low-key life for almost a year now, but they still don't believe that I've changed, and I don't know what to do anymore. Yeah, I've tried talking to them about it, but they won't change their minds. I feel completely lost and alone, and I just feel like I have nowhere else to go and no one to turn to. You don't have to wipe my tears away. This whole thing is probably so ridiculous to you. I sometimes wonder what it's like to live a normal life. Well, growing up, my parents were never around. They were too busy running the business, flying all over the world for meetings and whatnot. When they weren't doing that, well, they were at some charity gala or partying with other rich people. I know it sounds like every kid's dream to not have their parents around, but no one seems to get how lonely it could be. I can count on one hand how many times in my life we've had dinner together as a family. It was always nannies or butlers taking me from place to place as a kid, not my parents. And people only wanted to get close to me because of my last name. I really don't mean to complain. Of course, I'm fortunate to have been born into my family, but it's always been lonely. I would absolutely trade all of it for what you have. Yes, really. I was looking around your place while you were getting me this towel, and I couldn't help but think how nice it must be to live in a place like this. A place that feels like an actual home. I don't have that. I know we literally just met, and you're basically a stranger to me, but I feel like I can really trust you. Remember when I told you about that little voice in my head? It's silent. No, you don't give me bad vibes at all. Thank you for listening and helping me dry off. Oh, that was for being so generous. And trust me, when you grow up like I did, you learn pretty quickly that generous people are few and far between. Yeah, everyone only wants to get something from you, whether it's fame by association or money. But you're one of the good ones, I can tell. Don't ever lose that. Yeah, I guess the rain stopped a little while ago. I didn't even notice. You want to take me somewhere? And where is that? We're going down the street for some bagels. Now that I think about it, I am kind of hungry. All that venting really worked up my appetite. Wait, but I'm still wet and I look like a mess. Yeah, sure, if it's not too much trouble, I wouldn't mind wearing your clothes. Although they might be a little big on me, but I'll make it work. Thanks again. You really turned my day around.